A little while ago, I made a short talking about how to hook up an old TV to your PC and use it as a monitor. But as of April of this year, that TV doesn't work anymore. It's fine though, because a few months ago, I bought a bigger, bulkier TV off eBay for almost $100. So in order to keep the continuity alive, this will be an updated tutorial on how to hook up a TV like this to your PC. And as a treat, I'll even show you how to record videos from your PC onto a VHS tape. So be sure to stick around. Here's the list of the things you'll need. Feel free to pause the video to read it. Let's start with a converter box. Take an HDMI cable and plug it into your PC or laptop. Then plug the other end of the cable into the HDMI in slot on the converter box. Next, take a pair of AV cables and plug them into the AV output slots, and make sure that the colors match. From here, hook up the other end of the AV cables into your TV. To ensure everything is plugged in correctly, go to your display settings. The TV should automatically be detected as a display source, as shown here. Once everything is ready, we'll need to test whether or not the audio is working. Go into your sound settings and switch the output device to this one. It might be different compared to mine, but because this PC is equipped with an AMD processor, that's what it says for me. From here, you can play whatever video you want to conduct this test. I just chose this My Little Pony special from 2003. If you don't hear anything coming from the TV, try troubleshooting the problem by substituting cables or making sure you're using the correct audio output device. And if you're still experiencing any problems, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to provide some help. Now that we have our CRT as a monitor, let's take this a step further and add a VCR to the mix. For this tutorial, I'll be using the Mitsubishi HSU445, but any other VCR with at least one AV port will do. And it's highly recommended that you have an extra pair of AV cables lying around, as it's very important for the recording process. This is actually the most tedious part of this tutorial, but thankfully my buddy Izzy Lulu taught me the simplest way to make this happen. What you'll first want to do is remove the AV cables going into the TV from the converter box and plug them into these ports in the front of the VCR. Then you'll want to take your second pair of cables, plug them into the TV, and come over to the back of the VCR. You can barely see it from this angle, but there is a set of out ports next to the line 1 input ports. This step is very crucial, so if your VCR doesn't have this, feel free to use the line 1 ports. But for now, plug in those AV cables to the out ports. Now for this next step, you'll need a remote. I bought this one from my local Family Dollar for roughly 15 bucks. This is the hard part, connecting the remote to the TV. Thankfully, depending on the manufacturer of both the TV and the remote, you can find a series of codes that'll let you do just that. To do this, you'll want to press and hold the setup button on your remote until you see a red light. From here, hit the button you want to designate to your TV. Next, find a code that works and punch it in. I'll leave a full list of codes in the description. You'll know you succeeded when the red light turns off. From here, try turning off the TV. If it works, you've successfully connected the remote to the TV. If needed, repeat this process with a different code for your VCR. Now that we have everything all ready, it's time to test our new toy. Let's pop in a VHS tape and start recording. You can find these on eBay for relatively cheap. I'll just be using this Maxell tape I previously recorded a different program on. For this step, make sure your tape is at the very beginning. Hit the rewind button on either the VCR or your remote, and it shouldn't exactly do anything. That means we're ready to go. And when I say it shouldn't exactly do anything, it should simply just rewind to the very, very beginning of the tape. Depending on how long your video is, you can change the recording speed with this button. My VCR has standard play, or SP, that can record 2 hours of footage, and extended play, or EP, that can record up to 4 hours of footage. To record your footage onto the tape, hit the record button. Let it do its thing for a few minutes, and once you're satisfied, hit stop.
Alright, so Merry Christmas once again. As tradition, I am always, play this game because for some reason I've done this for like the last...
Oh my good gracious.
Christmas again, baby.
What? What do you mean? What are you...
Rewind the tape until you're at the very beginning and review your footage. Look at those crispy edge waves. If you're not satisfied, you can record over your existing footage. Just repeat this process until you've got it all done. Once you're done, rewind the tape to the very beginning, eject that tape, and store it away. This process is great for archiving old media or even making a current project look retro. That's what I recently did with my Ponyville Ciderfest vlog, which you should check out down below. If you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to like and subscribe, as it's the best way to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.